Previously on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Look at his face! I want to keep going. Yeah, let's just keep going. I'll probably have to split it up, but yeah, I'm not done yet. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Office. Mr. Wright, so, what's going on with this case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room parts? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna go find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. How did you read my mind? Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office, Underground Parking Lots. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie! Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! How are you reading my mind? It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Is it really that easy to wash away blood with just water? Like, wouldn't there still be traces of it? I guess, like, if it was washed away, like, immediately, maybe, but I don't know. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it all away with a little water. That's what I thought! Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. But me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink it. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains to stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh! To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, let's find some bloodstains. Oh, damn! Look at this, guys! Look at this upgrade! All these new mechanics! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about it? Scientifically. The bloodstain's location, the amount of blood. What, is it not enough, or too much? The amount? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. Huh. If they fought here, there'd have to be more blood than this. Oh, do you... Okay. Wait, no. I'm trying to think. Because I was about to say, what if... The murder happened at the evidence room, because that was at the police station. And then they chucked Goodman in Edgeworth's car, because Edgeworth was there too, right? Because that was the day of the ceremony, right? So maybe whoever did it got a hold of Edgeworth's keys and then drove out here. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't think that's right. Never mind. I'll shut up. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Oh, so there's more places we can check? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, you're not bad, Emma. I like you. Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Wait, you can just get this? Like, I can go on Amazon and look for luminol? Luminol testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigations. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. Ooh, that looked good. This day-old deli box is on— Ew! Day-old? There's fish in there! Sorry, it's just that kind of... just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. What? You're back! Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Aww. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable! That's unforgivable! Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I mean, yeah, she does have the pictures to prove it. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. So, okay, maybe he was already dead? And then for some reason... Wait, no, because they did an autopsy report. There was only one stab wound. Because I was about to say maybe he was already dead, and then she stabbed him again? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Ugh! Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspects after suspects, and before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. Yeah, see? So, like I mentioned earlier, she has a grudge against prosecutors, so she lost her job somehow. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Woo! Present, what do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? The knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yes. Tell me more. Wait. Tell me more. She just says the same thing. Yeah, she just stops talking! Phoenix asks him, can you tell us more? And then she doesn't do anything. Oh, what about his... I don't know. Maybe I gotta give her something else. Just checking for blood. Phoenix, you're gonna use up all but my whole bottle! Yeah, there's probably not anything else in here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh! This blood must be from when Lana... No! My sister isn't the murderer! But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And your right hand is bandaged. Hey! Just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Huh. Alright, I think that's it. Can we talk to Lana? February 23rd, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How are you supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they arrested suspects in the police department? Oh, they did. Are they gonna put that on her too? What? Let's come back later. Weird. I miss Gumshoe. Where is he? February 23rd, Police Station's Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lodge. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Seriously. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. Yeah, Damon... Mr. Gant's gonna come and kill us! I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here, after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene! Let's go take a look! February 23rd, evidence room entrance. Guard station! Look at him! Oh my god, Marshall. Is that a... He has like a rope trap at the elevator. Look at all his liquor. Dude, you cannot be drinking on the job. And he brought a whole freaking cactus in here. What's with the decor in this place? It's very, eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. Scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's that cacti! They're so prickly! So imposing! It's hard to think straight. What? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert? What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Is Marshall in here? Is he blacked out drunk underneath the desk? He even has a thing that says Texas on it. Oh my god. Look on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. The swinging door makes the place look kind of like a saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. I'd say be more of a yar myself. What is happening here? Yipes, these sure look prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. Yeah, he has like 5 of them. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Aw, here comes the sad music. What is happening? How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A poncho? A pinchy? I know, a poochie! Wait, no! A poncho. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself. A poochie? A ponchy? It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Oh, can we? It won't let me look at it again. Look at all this liquor. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in! It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay. Where can I go now? Edgeworth, are you okay, buddy? Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Aw, he's not here. Is Lana back? Nope, she's not back. That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told an old lady at the restaurant everything. What? Someone's getting a demotion. Oh, God. You told the old lady. That's what I'm saying, cause, in the courtroom, Gant was like, oh, this is top secret information. It hasn't officially been released to the public yet. Yet, wasn't there, like, people in the audience that were listening? I guess they're sworn to secrecy or something like that, but I don't know. I feel like something like that would get leaked. Alright, what do I do now? Is there something else you want to look at? I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? You found this ID here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. I mean, yeah, it sounds crazy, but Gant said, yeah, the ID was that. Weird. What about this? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes, so you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. Your lying was the problem! Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Ooh! Now can you talk to me? Finally! Okay. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I had ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Oh, damn! Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. So there's a chance you guys got a innocent guy killed? What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. Oh my god. So you made some shit up and pinned it on the guy? What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. Oh, and that's why Officer Marshall's just an officer now. He said that 2 years ago he was a detective. So he got demoted, and you just straight up got fired. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There is another side to their case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Oh, that's what. So she has like people on the inside who work for her, and she's trying to get to the bottom of this whole thing to get revenge. That's actually pretty badass. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Oh my god, that looks so good. Then you should take this. I haven't eaten today. A Salisbury steak lunch? Oh, that looks so good. Oh my god. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch! Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood? How cute! Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Okay, so they're not dating, but she does have a lot of boyfriends. Aw, Emma, do you have a crush on Jake? Officer Marshall. Okay, well, let's go back and see if he's here. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that... Gumshoe! One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? The same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, no! Don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later! He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Oh, well, let's go back to the, to the detention center. February 23rd, detention center visitors room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh no. What was that? Are they... Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? No! MEEKINS! I'd have to say I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. Greetings, sir. Are you serious? They're pinning it on you? Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Officer MEEKINS! So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? Oh my god. You, Officer MEEKINS, you did it, did you? Perpetrator Officer MEEKINS reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected start of events. MEEKINS, what did you do? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer MEEKINS. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person, yo! Did he, like, choke himself with his handcuffs? What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. Oh, no. So he's saying that he saw Officer Marshall wasn't where he was supposed to be in the guard room. And he saw in the monitors that some weird guy was in the evidence room. And then he doesn't remember anything after that. So I guess he got, like, beat upside the head or something. And now he's here. Oh, no. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir! And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Oh. So he confronted the mystery guy, and then they said they were, like, they brought out a knife, and then he just passed out. Oh, God. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone! Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared! What? Wait, so you're saying Goodman had the knife at you? What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. So Goodman stabbed you? Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Wait. Is he saying that Officer Goodman stabbed him, or Officer Goodman was already dead in there and someone else stabbed him? Wait, what? Alright, the victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and well at that. Yeah, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger's side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. Wait, so you did stab him? Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. What? At least someone around here is more confused than I am. I am so lost. What? Wait, that's it? Officer MEEKINS, this is for you! Ah! I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, I just wanted to— That's it, sir! Last night, sir, that's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled! What is happening? On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. What? Do you know about this? Officer MEEKINS, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. What about, do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment! But, sir, now I remember! I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is that you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. Look at him saluting! I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Okay, so he was talking about Goodman. So Goodman was alive. Okay. Officer Marshall wasn't there. He looks from the— MEEKINS comes in, looks from the security cam, sees Goodman. He's never seen him before. He says he doesn't know any detectives, and I guess a weird guy in a trench coat, I guess that could look suspicious, so he confronted him. Okay. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card, and what did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now! So I whooped and leapt at you! Whooped! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Why? Do unto others before they do unto you! My own father's words, sir! What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke up, I was here. Okay, so he questions Goodman, asks for his ID card, and then Goodman tries to shank him? And then he passes out. What? Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer MEEKINS, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Like, wouldn't there be security footage? Like, the whole thing, unless the camera was off, which that doesn't make sense because MEEKINS said the camera was on, because how else did he know that that Goodman was in there? So, wouldn't there be a video showing him not killing anyone? Now, Officer MEEKINS didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said! But you don't remember the events clearly? No! But the videotape is quite clear! Huh? Videotape? From the security camera! The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape! And you waited until now to tell us? I'm sorry, real sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it, sir. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go back and check on that crime scene. What? That's what I'm saying. The whole thing must have been recorded, so why would he get arrested? Is Edgeworth back? No. Where's my boyfriend? Oh, Marshall isn't in here. Huh. Can't really do anything until he, comes out, can we? You can check it. Oh my god, that looks delicious. I am so hungry. Why am I doing... Oh, wait, what's that in the bag? Let's see. Ingredients? Meat. She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah. Let's hope so! Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor? Oh, I hope the sweat isn't in the food. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Ew! Ew! I like how you can examine that. That's so cute. Alright, well now what? Where should we begin? We should begin with that, you know, the thing! What thing? The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very, helpful. I was just there. What am I supposed to do in there? Oh. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's sitting at the Chief of Detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, my God. He looks like a freaking villain. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. I'll bust your kneecaps. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. Please don't kill me. We checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour this place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Oh, he is horrifying. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? But he was proven that he didn't do anything, so what's the problem? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Why'd they do just about anything to restore their reputation? Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's the evidence. That's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. And don't you think that sounds kind of dumb? What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Oh yeah, because he talked to that grandma. Huh? You saw that? Whoops, looks like I'm gonna have to kill you too. I wonder what he wanted the chief of detectives to do so. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Can I talk to him? Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly does the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. He took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here. Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. A half-written document dating 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. I don't know how, but you did it, and I'm gonna take you down, Damon Gant. Watch how he's innocent and he just looks scary. Oh, I just look this way. I'm actually really nice. I like long walks on the beach and drinking mimosas. He's still not here. What do I do? wait, let me, what's this thing? Half run can only be submitted to the chief of police. Maybe he'll say something if we, give it to him. Let's go back. He has his own boss music! Like, every time he's in an area, that area's music is gone. It's just him. Damon Gantz. Here, look at it. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Sorry, Rado. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Let's see. Lost item reports. Bruce Goodman. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Rado asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Rado. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after. Even Phoenix is scared of him. Like, oh my god. Rado, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50 no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out, boy. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir! It's an honor! No, he's being too nice. Something's wrong with him. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Look, the music leaves with him. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we can go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Oh my god, I love Emma. Alright, now we can go in. And we have the ID card from Chief Gantz. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader's turned off, see? What's the security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what made my Bambina's skies so gray? Oh, God. Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him? What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yo! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? Do you not see this flask? You're interrupting my drinking. I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. But, I have something for you. I think you're gonna like it. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, he's from LA. No, I just saw a special on television the other day. This is from my baby. Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see! I see! I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like. He's willing to talk! The power of Salisbury steak! Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention... Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So I come here and I day drink. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take the machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case! That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Sorry, but could you explain what the whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here until the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. I know that maybe 2 of the machines... I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen! Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with mistakes. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer MEEKINS mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer MEEKINS and Detective Goodman, are they on those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. And look, at 5:14 p.m., that's Goodman's number right there. Who's 77777777? That guy's awesome! Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright! I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match! It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer MEEKINS say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! Yeah, that's weird. So this guy might not even be Goodman. It's just a guy. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer MEEKINS? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card report. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Yeah, I want to look at this right quick. So Bruce Goodman, and someone else came in right after him. I'm assuming it's MEEKINS? 498-9596. Wait. No. The same person came at 4:50. 498-8959. Yeah, that's the same number. So, at 4:50 p.m., and then at the same time as Goodman, whoever this is came around. And then there's a 873-0579, and then there's Lucky 7 at the top right there at 4:20. Oh! Lucky 7 at 4:20! Oh my god, whoever did that is awesome. Lucky 7 at 4:20. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So, this is the evidence room? It really is kind of a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ah! Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Rado, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50 no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh my god. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plan. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Oh, it's just an L. Boss for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right! It's an honor! I'm finally captain of the Royal Guard! After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're busy, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They are using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Huh. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? Yeah. They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Wait, he was a part of it? That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. What? Edgeworth? You're a part of so many cases that keep getting you screwed over. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed and only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can't be lost. Wow, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Oh, so it's like fingerprints? Oh, you mean fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with the fingerprints. What is that? Oh, is that, I guess that's Gumshoe's locker. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they even look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker. Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Huh. What's all this? Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner! That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat, either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal! This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open! Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. What What's this? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Why is it here, though? Wait, the metal detector! I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's that metal detector. The one that led to solving of the case at Gore Lake, remember? If it weren't for me, we would have lost. You should totally thank me, Phoenix. Alright, wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Ew, there's a bloody handprint. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in this room? We should use our testing fluid to check it out. Oh, there's more over there. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? Oh my god. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked! What is wrong with you? I knew it! This is someone's right handprint! What?! What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine! It's yours? Please! You have to help me when they come to take me away! Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly! You'll do that for me, won't you? Won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective! Oh my god. Oh! Another handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch a spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal! What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? From Amazon! Amazon has everything! Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. I think that might be everything. Yeah. Okay. What is the saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. Oh my god, did you make the blue badger in here? true art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room? Oh my god, Gumshoe. What is this? Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. Oh yeah, it does say SL9. Extremely thin rubber glove. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. They can be out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces here? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever was broke. You wanna try to put it back together again? Ha! Good luck, pal! That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh! Oh, and you gotta rotate it or— oh! Oh, God. Alright, this might take me a minute. I'll be back, guys. Alright, we did it! It's missing a piece, though. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too, in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Sure you did, Gumshoe. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Yeah, it's... how is it able to stand? It's like so small in the bottom and fat at the top. A jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Unstable jar. I think that's it for now. I'm pretty sure we got all the blood. So, maybe Edgeworth's back? No, he's not back. What now? What now? Oh, maybe Gumshoe had something new to say. Let me check. Wait, do you know something about this? Okay, he doesn't care. He didn't have anything new to say. You know anything about this? Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So, it was a murder? A serial killing? Oh, damn! A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved with this after all. But that killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, the switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Huh? Huh. Oh, maybe the guy that... Because Edgeworth needed to get in here. Maybe he knows who came before him with this? With the ID record? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, no. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! Wait, what? Wait! Wait a minute, wait a minute. 440? 8730579? Okay. So, Lucky 7, then Edgeworth, then the guy who came in right after Goodman. Alright. What? What? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. What is that? Who is that? I'm gonna give them my report for the day? Who is this? It's like a... I don't want to know. Whatever you're into, Gumshoe, that's none of my business. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. He needs enemies when he got friends like Detective Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later! I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Oh, God. Okay, now we can see Edgeworth. Edgeworth! I'm coming to save you! February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office. What? The bellboy? Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long! Is Edgeworth here? Edgeworth, were you and the bellboy fucking? Are you cheating on me? They're standing by the window, a teacup in hand. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. I'm sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. And by the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Oh, I love his side eye and his little smile. He is so cute. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth! Edgeworth, you need to flip it around, sweetheart! Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Aw, baby Edgeworth. Inquiry Committee. So, how did the Inquiry Committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes. Apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation from this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gantz. I can do nothing but wait for the results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Aww, they're bullying my baby! I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident? And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Yes! Backstory! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time, Damon Gantz. Oh, God. That wacky old coot was involved in the case! He was the top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why it was a Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Oh god, Edgeworth, you didn't really forge it, did you? Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. Okay, so he's saying he didn't forge nothing. But Angel said there was forged evidence, so someone did that, but that wasn't Edgeworth's fault. Okay. So, anything else? Do you know about this vase? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright! Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Phoenix, no means no! Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. My best evidence? Oh, the ID record? Oh, right! I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. But why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. Oh. Oh! Gant's trying to set Edgeworth up! The Chief of Police? A screwdriver? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. AI-16? Is that what that says? He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case! I better make a note of it. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you there's nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course! Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this! Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints?! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? Oh my god, Edgeworth! We're the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Oh, Edgeworth! That smile! Ah! Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Yes, I know. I'm wonderful. Yeah, take your part on these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. Well, giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well. Because he knows Detective Gumshoe is gonna fuck everything up. Oh my god, that's so cute! Fingerprinting set recovers fingerprint handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation! Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Oh my god! Thank you! Thank you, Edgeworth! And then Phoenix gives him a kiss on the cheek and then runs away. Oh my god. February 23rd, Evidence Room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here there's blood in the detective evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! I'm assuming the thumb? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in her eye. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With the A button, of course! What A button?! Ah, looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the prints. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? But the X button! Exciting, I know! Oh, I remember! So there was like a bunch of, on the DS there was a microphone, and you could blow into it, because, I didn't play this game on the DS, but there was a game I used to play. Does anyone, please tell me, does anyone remember Spectrobes? Please! If you remember Spectrobes, that you dig up fossils and you clean them, and you blow on the dust bits to make them go away, and you also yell at the Spectrove to get them to wake up out of the fossil. Please tell me someone remembers those games. With the X button exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Are we snorting this? You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Okay, so... dust... Am I doing it? I'm pressing the X button. Do I hold it? I don't think I'm doing it right. I'm pressing the X button. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. What? Oh. Is it doing something? Oh, I think I just have to keep... I can't tell if it's changing or not. Is it changing? Okay, maybe that's not it. Okay, how about this one? I don't like this. I don't think it's working. Huh? Wait, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, finally, I got it! I was wondering, I was like, am I doing something wrong? So, I didn't have enough, I didn't have enough powder. I had to, like, put on a bunch of powder all over the screen. Okay, there we go. I was afraid, I was like, no, I have to finish the game! It's not letting me play. But, this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. Oh, so they were probably wearing a glove. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here! Hey, calm down! That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely, it seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the... Yeah, I noticed this, the smudge right here. Alright, so we need a bunch of powder. Alright, let's see if this is enough. There we go! Wait, no! We have the thumbprint! What are you doing? The game was like, nope, not good enough. Okay, why isn't it reacting to it? Is there more? What? Why did it? Nothing changed! Why did the game just now realize? Oh my god, never mind. I'm pretty sure this was way easier on the DS. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling! Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away! So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprints and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point at the person you think left those prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprints and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would be most likely found on this evidence locker? Huh. Wow, this is, there we go. This is so cool! Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, it's his locker. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? This is his locker, Emma. You gave me this so what look. I guess it's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit something you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was another handprint in this room. Let's check that out. Yep. I was thinking the exact same thing. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There's a handprint here! Okay, wanna try using this? There goes the spark in her eyes. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Oh, there was something up here. Okay. Pack on that dust. Slather that crack around. It's so sensitive. Let's see. Damon Gain is 65? Jesus! How does it look old and young at the same time? Oh, we got a match. This is really cool, though. I hope this stays in the other games. This is... I love all these mechanics, the scientific investigating. Hey, these fingerprints are... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print has been wiped. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it! To be continued. Oh, that was so cool! To be continued. Alright, guys, that was insane. Just a bunch of... Oh my god, so they think MEEKINS killed Goodman. They also think Lana killed Goodman. Edgeworth, they're harassing him, they're bullying him, saying he's forging evidence and that he doesn't know how to do his job when none of this was his fault. Like, just a bunch of... There's a conspiracy going on. Damon Gant's gonna bust all of our kneecaps. Like... this is... I love it. I love this case so much. I love all the mechanics, though. Like, that fingerprint thing did kind of piss me off, because it's very technical. But, it's not the game's fault, it's the version that I'm playing it. I'm sure it would have been much easier if I was playing on the actual DS, but because I'm playing on the Switch version, it's extra sensitive, I guess. But, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to split this episode up in half. So you'll see, you'll probably see this part, like, the day after tomorrow. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the episode, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like and a comment down below. I wanna discuss with you guys. Tell me more about what's happening. No spoilers. I just want to talk about it. Have a lovely day or night, wherever you are in the world. Know that you are loved, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.